Hey everyone, beginners and the winners. If you're new here, you can subscribe. I got a few links in the description. I got an Instagram account that you can follow, and I have stocks that I'm talking about in more depth. Today we're going to be talking about common mistakes. But before we get started, I put God first in my life, and in the last video we talked about 3 John 2 through 4. It says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. For I rejoiced greatly when the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee. Even as thou walkest in the truth, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in the truth." For me, I think that means that God wants us to prosper. God wants us to be in good health. We need to walk in the truth, believe in what He said to be true, and just follow through with that. Stay on a straight line, Christ-like. That's what Christianity is all about. People get confused about Christianity today because they think that there's so many hypocrites in Christianity, and they get confused about what Christianity really is. It's Christ-like. Christianity is all about following Jesus and being like Him, creating this narrative that all Christians are hypocrites or whatever the case. I feel like that's just the devil getting in our head, and even some people are hypocrites. There's going to be that. But just don't think of it as just because one person is or 1,000 people are, that all of us are like that. There won't be a verse today because in the next video I want to talk about something that really spoke to me, and I've got it written down and I just want to read it to you guys. The common mistakes. First one is don't panic sell, and this is not in any particular order. It is whatever came to my mind that I've learned, and I'm sure many other traders and investors have experienced all of these at least once on their journey to try to be successful and learn and progress and go through that growth of being a good investor. Don't panic sell. If you see the market crashing, like you think it's going to just keep on dipping, be patient. And that's just like that, not enough patience. Don't be scared and think that it's just going to keep on going. There's going to be times where it does keep on going and it's going to go maybe down even 50%. Just be patient. And that's another thing with in the last video that I talked about with having a stop loss. If you need to have a stop loss for 20%, 30%, whatever the case that you feel comfortable, lose money, because sometimes you're going to lose money, but the point is not to have those big losses. Have a stop loss. And if, say you forget, by mistake you forget to make a stop loss. In my last video I talked about averaging down. If you have a little extra money on the side or in your portfolio, average down if you can. Not enough research, or DD, which is due diligence. That's pretty self-explanatory. Even if a bunch of people are talking about a stock or cryptocurrency or whatever the case, still do your research. Because in my videos, none of this is financial advice. These are my opinions, what I've learned and experienced, as well as other traders. They've learned that if I don't do my research, what am I really investing in? Not having a strategy. There's different strategies, but find the one that best suits you. There's many YouTube videos out there that have different strategies. One strategy is, say you have $1,000 to invest, maybe invest $500 first and see where that stock is going to go. If it starts going up, just let it ride out, see where it goes. Sell whenever you think it's at its peak. Because once it hits the peak, it might start dipping. And you've already sold here. Now you can buy back in when it drops. And say if it does drop, say you buy in it with $500, it starts dropping, then you can average down. And it all plays into that factor of having a strategy. And once you get used to having that strategy of every time I buy, I'm going to make a stop loss. I'm going to watch for a dip first, or I'm going to do half first of what I want to invest. Just figure out some strategies that you want to invest by. FOMO, fear of missing out, along with emotions. Don't think that, oh, if I don't invest in this company, I'm going to miss out on the big gains, or if I don't invest in this company tomorrow, the news is going to make it rally and go up, and I'm just going to miss it. What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
Don't even think about that. Be patient. Even if a stock goes up on great news, eventually during the day, after hours, whatever, it's going to have dips. That's just like the last one. Not enough patience. There's been multiple times where investors, especially new ones that are just getting in the market, they see one in the pre-market going up 50%. They think, oh, I need to invest in that company. They just go in blind. Dexter again. They just go in blind and don't do the research. Don't have a strategy going in. They just want to invest in it because it's going up. They see that green light because it's green, it's going up. Be patient. If you want to invest in that company that's going up, look up some research while it's uptrending, because you don't want to buy it when it's at its peak, up 50%, and then it starts dropping while you're doing your research. Do some research. Look at it again. It might start dipping a little bit. Say it's up $2, and then it drops to up $1.50, or it drops those $2 and now it's up just 75 cents. Whatever the case, be patient. I can't stress that enough, that there's been multiple times where I sell too soon. And that's another thing. You sell too soon, don't beat yourself up about it, but just learn from it. Think, maybe I should have just let it run. Let your runners run. If it starts plummeting and you think that maybe it might not catch back up, you can sell. You made some profit. And if you sell too early and it keeps on climbing, don't beat yourself up over that $500 gain, because it could have been a $500 loss. Always think about positive things. You go through this and you're like, well, I didn't panic sell. I averaged down. I had my stop loss. I done my research. I know this is a good company. I feel positive about what they're doing. I've got my strategy in place. My stop loss, or I bought half and now I'm waiting for it to dip, or just let it ride. The FOMO. There's, with GameStop, AMC, like, so much FOMO engulf that to where it skyrocketed. Always use maybe that hype around it. Think about Elon Musk tweeting about multiple things. Even he tweeted about a wrong stock, talking about a different company, and it went skyrocketing. The wrong company from a tweet went crazy. And a lot of people lost a lot of money because they thought that they were going to miss out. And not enough patience. All these combined, if you can grasp a hold of it and just see what happens. You don't have to trade every day or invest every single day. Not everybody's a day trader. Not everybody's a swing trader. Some of us are just investing in certain companies that we think is going to grow long term for our retirement. Use all these, make a little bit of money. For those of you out there that want to put God first, bless through Him. None of this really matters, especially to me, if God isn't in the picture in my life. You guys have a great day, and God bless.